Hey everyone, and welcome back to Warship Dits, and this one is on HMS Prince of Wales. HMS Prince of Wales holds a significant place in the annals of naval history, representing the might and resilience of the Royal Navy during some of the most pivotal moments of the 20th century. This battleship, part of the King George V class, played a crucial role in World War II and became renowned for its participation in major naval engagements, such as the historic Battle of the Denmark Strait. Commissioned in 1941, HMS Prince of Wales was the second ship in the class following HMS King George V. The ship was named after the Prince of Wales, a title traditionally bestowed upon the heir apparent to the British throne. The vessel was constructed at Camel Shipyard in Birkenhead, England, and was launched on the 3rd of May 1939. The King George V class battleships were designed to adhere to the naval treaty limiting the size and armament of the warships. HMS Prince of Wales had a displacement of 42,000 tons approximately, and a length of 745 feet. It was armed with 10 14-inch guns. The ship was a formidable force equipped to engage enemy vessels and support ground forces with its heavy artillery due to this. One of the most notable events in the history of HMS Prince of Wales occurred on May 20th, 1941, during the Battle of the Denmark Strait. Alongside the battlecruiser HMS Hood, the Prince of Wales engaged the German battleship Bismarck and cruiser Prinz Eugen. In a tragic turn of events, HMS Hood, the pride of the Royal Navy, was sunk with the loss of most of her crew. However, HMS Prince of Wales managed to inflict damage on Bismarck, damaging her fuel system and rendering her vulnerable. Following the engagement, HMS Prince of Wales underwent repairs, and in December 1941, it was assigned to the Eastern Fleet in the Pacific. The ship played a key role in the interception of Japanese forces advancing towards British Malaya. Unfortunately, on December 10, 1941, just days after the attack on Pearl Harbor, HMS Prince of Wales, alongside the battlecruiser HMS Repulse, was sunk by Japanese aircraft off the coast of Malaya. The loss of these two capital ships highlighted the vulnerability of battleships to air attacks and underscored the changing nature of naval warfare in the modern era. Despite the relatively short service life, HMS Prince of Wales earned several battle honours for its contributions during the war. A couple of these battle honours, for example, are Atlantic 1941 and the Arctic 1941-42. Commemorating its role in escorting the convoys and engaging with German naval forces in the North Atlantic and Arctic waters. Task Force Z, the sinking of Task Force Z, often referred to as the Battle of Prince of Wales and Repulse. This was a significant naval engagement during the early stages of World War II. It took place in the South China Sea on December 10, 1941, just days after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Force Z comprised the battleship HMS Prince of Wales and the battlecruiser HMS Repulse, along with their escorting destroyers. The purpose of Task Force Z was to deter Japanese advances in the Southeast Asia and protect British interests in the region. However, the British task force found itself vulnerable, lacking sufficient air cover and operating in waters where Japanese had air superiority. The Japanese had already launched successful attacks on British bases in Malaya and in Singapore, and the threat to Force Z was imminent. On December 8, 1941, the same day as the attack on Pearl Harbor, Japanese forces began their invasion on Malaya. In response, Force Z, under command of Admiral Sir Tom Phillips, was dispatched to intercept Japanese naval forces. On the morning of December 10, 1941, Force Z was spotted by a Japanese reconnaissance aircraft. Substantially, a large force of Japanese bombers, escorted by fighters, attacked the British task force. Due to this, the lack of air cover for Force Z proved fatal, as both HMS Prince of Wales and HMS Repulse were subjected to relentless aerial bombardment. Despite putting up a valiant resistance, both capital ships were hit multiple times by aerial torpedoes and bombs. Heavy armour of the battleship HMS Prince of Wales and the battlecruiser HMS Repulse was insufficient to withstand the sustained assault. Within a short span of time, both vessels succumbed to the relentless Japanese aerial attacks. The sinking of Task Force Z was a significant blow to British naval power in the Pacific. It underscored the vulnerability of capital ships to air attacks in the absence of proper cover. The loss of the battleship HMS Prince of Wales and the battlecruiser HMS Repulse was a stark reminder to the changing nature of naval warfare in the face of enemy air power. The sinking of Forset had broader strategic implications, as it left the British without a significant naval presence in the Pacific. It also emboldened the Japanese, who continued their advance in Southeast Asia, capturing key territories and established dominance in the region. The sinking of Task Force Z remains a pungent chapter in the early stages of World War II, symbolising the challenges faced by traditional naval powers in the face of modern air and naval tactics. The sinking of HMS Prince of Wales marked a turning point in the naval warfare, emphasising the vulnerability of even the most powerful battleships' air attacks. The ship's legacy lives on in the annals of naval history, serving as a reminder of the challenges and sacrifices faced by the Royal Navy during World War II. Today, artifacts from HMS Prince of Wales, including its bell and anchor, are preserved as memorials to the ship and its crew, ensuring that its story is continued to be remembered and honoured. Facts about HMS Prince of Wales and her sinking. She was sunk alongside her consort, the battlecruiser HMS Repulse, and attacked by 85 G3M and G4M bombers. In spring 2019, Camel Leard was commissioned to make a replica of the ship's bell for its successor ship, HMS Prince of Wales R09, Queen Elizabeth class carrier, with the original being at the National Museum for the Royal Navy in Portsmouth. The wreck lies upside down in 223 feet of water. It was reported in October 2014 that Prince of Wales and Repulse have been extensively damaged by scrap metal dealers. It is currently tradition for passing Royal Naval vessels to perform a remembrance service over the sites. In May 2013, it was sadly reported that a Chinese ship, the Zhanhong 68, illegally scavenged the wreck for low background radiation steel. Her legacy also lives on, with the carrier adopting the same motto, Each Deen I Serve. Some other interesting facts about her was her displacement, depending on load, was between 42,000 and 44,000 tons. Her length was 745 feet, beam 103 feet, draft 34 feet. She was powered by 8 3-drum boilers, making an 82,000 kilowatts of power. She had 4 shafts and 4 sets of gear turbines, with making a maximum speed of 28.3 knots. She had a max range of 15,600 nautical miles, and a complement of 1,521 crew members. She also had a Type 279 radar and Type 284 radar. She also had 4 Type 282s and Type 285 radars, with a later addition of a Type 271. Her armament was 2 quadruple and 1 twin 14-inch gun. She had 8 twin 133mm dual purpose gun, 4 times octuple pom-poms, and 4 times 20-barrel a.k.a. rockets. In conclusion, HMS Prince of Wales stands as a symbol of the Royal Navy's determination and adaptability during a tumultuous period in history. Despite her tragic end, the lessons learned from her service and the battles she fought contributed to the evolution of naval warfare. Her story remains a pungent reminder of the human cost and strategic importance of naval power in the shaping of the course of history. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed another Warship Dits. And please do remember to like and share comments down in the descriptions. I'd love to hear what you think of this series. And with everyone, thanks again for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in the next video.